Welcome to the Startup Grind. So you grew 1 to 1,000 just based on word of mouth. How have you grown? You know, is it been the same? Have you guys?
It's all been word of mouth so far. Or I mean, word of mouth, or like people writing about us on blogs, or like the thing that we really like and you know is really kind of meaningful for us when it happens is sort of when people just like write about their experience of integrating Stripe, because I mean that's the goal. We just want to make it super simple for people to build a business on the web. And like that is the thing we're kind of always asking ourselves, like how could we make it easier for somebody to start building a business on the internet? And yeah, we've done no marketing so far, or actually we started like running some limited ads on like Stack Overflow and stuff like a week ago, but up to that it was all either word of mouth or stuff that our users wrote about Stripe. And again, I think that's we sort of intentionally held off marketing for a long time because again, it's sort of that forcing function again. Like if our users aren't talking about Stripe, well, I mean, then we should make Stripe more awesome, like until they do. And I think that sort of like marketing and like sales teams and all that kind of stuff, they can be sort of really useful kind of accelerants when you're really confident that you have the product right. But I think that I think that I came across this quote, I think it was yesterday, from Eugene Kleiner about like how even turkeys can fly in a high wind. And I think there's kind of something like that for startups, where like, you know, with enough sales and marketing, you can make even like a really crappy product successful. And so I think we're sort of, but by not doing any marketing for a long time, it's, you know, making sure that we're like not this like hapless floundering turkey. And so I mean now I guess we've some nice at least suggestive evidence that, you know, people like the product and stuff, and so, you know, now we're much more okay with sort of like, I guess there's two sides to it. Like on the one hand, you want to make sure you're not a turkey, but then when you're like, okay, I'm not a turkey, the other trap I think that you can fall into is I think a lot of engineers, and I mean I see this trait in myself, kind of have this sort of I don't know, like this solipsism or kind of this kind of self-centeredness or something where like I'm going to build my beautiful code, you know, over here in the corner, and like I'll wait for the world to discover me, and yeah, I'm just going to focus on all these technical problems. Because I think you really have to go and like engage with the world and like talk to people and like tell them about what you're doing and why it's meaningful and everything. And yeah, you don't want to do that sort of, or like there is some value I think in holding off doing that initially, or just like not kind of pushing it too hard, because it's really nice to sort of to wait till it gets to the point where people will actually sort of discover you. But once you've got to that point and like you think that you actually have the thing, then I think you should go and tell the world and like really bring it to people. And so I think that, you know, over the coming years we'll try to do that more. But I think there's some value in holding off for a while.